Hello, everyone. How's it going? Happy Monday night or evening
hmm
or whatever time of day it is for you. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the Real Watchers live stream for May 13th, 2024. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. And we already got a comment from our good friend Nadia over at Horror and More. Yo, back to you too. Hope
Yo,
you're
yo,
having
yo.
yo. Hope you're having a fantastic evening. Alrighty. Well, Kevin, how have you been over the last week?
I've been pretty good. School's been kind of taken over everything, but that's for a good cause. And I forgot to tell everybody last week, I finished Fallout, so I'll have to talk about that afterwards. So
yeah, when we get into like our TV show, video game kind of stuff at the end, whatever, just hanging out and chatting. For me, week's been all right, kind of slow. Not as many movies over the last week, unfortunately, but you know, hey, you can't always have a week with a record number of movies that you've watched. So.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and jump right into the stories this week. And up first, kind of teasing what we're going to talk about during the box office section, but Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes has had the second best opening in the franchise's history, just as the producers have teased plans for 5 more movies.
I don't know if I'm not in the majority of the ballpark here, but I don't like when they announce like, hey, we're gonna have 6 movies in this franchise. I think we talked about this. Just come out with it. Make me surprised. Don't be like, oh, another 5. I gotta wait for all the trailers to come out now.
Yeah, and at least from what I remember from the newer ones, they never feel like sure, there is the trilogy, like Rise, Dawn, War, but like, from what I've heard, Kingdom doesn't sequel bait. So like, you don't have to really kind of tease what you're doing next. It could just come naturally and be individual films, which I think is probably the best way to go, like what you're saying. Just put them out. I mean, if it's 5 more individual films that have some relation but are not necessarily a sequel, then that works.
Yeah.
So
right. Well, so next is Godzilla vs. Kong sequel hires the writer of Shang-Chi, which that would be interesting. Shang-Chi was a masterpiece. I personally loved it myself, so I can't wait to see what they can do with that.
Definitely one of the better movies in the MCU, especially after Endgame, and hopefully it means that we can get some human characters we actually care about. That'd be fantastic. So
probably not.
we'll see. Some of us just want to see Big Monkey, Big Lizard. Next up, Sigourney Weaver is in talks to join The Mandalorian and Grogu. No idea in what capacity, what role, what she's going to play. Obviously, the veteran actress of Alien and Aliens, but also Ghostbusters, several different films, is being, discussed to join Star Wars, which, makes sense.
Yeah, she's just going to be the Mandalorian. She's going to have her own Grogu, too.
She'll just take over Pedro Pascal's position. Exactly what it is.
So, and then next is early Long Legs reviews call it the best horror movie of 2024, one of the best films of the year. And then one of the reviewers said that it's a modern Silence of the Lambs, which I don't want to believe this hype because I don't want to go into it being disappointed coming out of the movies.
Yeah, and what's really interesting is that this isn't like a test screening. They specifically premiered it for a bunch of like horror-focused news outlets and kind of larger channels, and it was pretty much near universal praise for this movie.
Really?
With some people calling it one of the creepiest movies they've ever seen. And
there's some creepy movies that are coming out that look creepy, so maybe it's not ready for it yet, but I would be surprised if they called this the creepiest movie when like The Watchers is coming out, which might be a little bit creepy or that we can't see them and everything, but we'll have to see all of them because there are some other creepy movies that are coming out, which I'm excited for.
Oh, 100%. But I think like this one has the key because like apparently Nicolas Cage is just amazing in this movie. And it's just, yeah. But these are reviewers. These aren't, like I said, this isn't a test audience. So like these are people who are actually going to give their full opinions. And so I think it's really smart. And also, this wasn't really a story this week, but In a Violent Nature also had some first showings. The kind of slasher movie coming out from Shudder and IFC. And that movie is also being called a new standard for slashers.
Really?
Which is really interesting. They also, apparently, in one of the showings, they were recording audience reactions and someone threw up in the theater, and they're using that for marketing.
Oh, I mean, they have to. That's money right there.
Fantastic. Next up, the Jim Henson Company behind the Muppets and several other properties like the Dark Crystal, is doing an adaptation of Grendel, starring Jeff Bridges, Dave Bautista, and Bryan Cranston. I think I misspelled Brian, but it's okay. This is obviously Grendel is a side book, kind of like a prequel side story to Beowulf. It's about the creature Grendel, with Jeff Bridges playing Grendel, I believe. So, really interesting movie here. Apparently, it's live action. I don't know if it's going to be any kind of puppet work, because that's what Jim Henson Studio is known for. So, hopefully, that's what it means.
I mean, we'll see. The saying of our
there you go.
We'll see. And Chris Stuckman's horror movie Shelby Oaks will premiere at Fantasia Fest. Okay. And I thought that said Shady Oaks for the longest time until I just read it. So
no, yeah, Shelby Oaks. Looking forward to this. Obviously, Chris Stuckman has been a movie reviewer here on YouTube for a very long time. This movie was kickstarted super quick, super fast, and made more. And they were able to make the film, and it's getting its first premiere at Fantasia Fest, which tickets aren't available yet. But if you want to go to Fantasia Fest, keep an eye on the website.
Where's that located?
It's in Vancouver, I believe.
Oh, so we're going to Canada, baby.
Woo! Next up, after having a smash or a surprise hit last year, Red, White, and Royal Blue 2 has been announced for Prime. For anyone who really enjoyed that first film on Amazon Prime, we are getting another one, which I believe, if I remember correctly, is about a aristocrat or a royal in England falling in love with an American diplomat or something like that. So if it's up your alley and you like the first one, you're getting another.
Didn't even know there was a first one, so let's keep going. Poppy Playtime horror movie coming from Legendary Studios, which is going to be cool. I mean, like you said, we were talking before this, but the Five Nights at Freddy's phase is died down a little bit, so let's see what this Poppy person can do. He does look scary, because when I looked him up, I was like, oh, I recognize that in like Spirit Halloweens and stuff. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, again, like I said, we'll see. Moving into some Marvel news, Ralph Ineson, I believe is how you pronounce it, has been cast as Galactus in Fantastic Four, and John Malkovich has joined the movie as well in an unknown role. Ralph Ineson as Galactus is perfect casting in a role that is going to be mostly his voice. For those of you who don't know, Ralph Ineson has been in several different properties or projects lately. Most well known, I'm trying to think what he'd be most well known for. Most well known for The Witch. He played the father in The Witch. He was also in The First Omen recently. He was in The Green Knight as well, playing the titular Green Knight. Several different films, and definitely has the voice to play a giant celestial being that is devouring planets. So
yeah, that would be interesting. I think I watched like maybe 5 minutes of The Witch, so I might hop on that after I get off. We get off here just to finish it off. But yeah, I'm excited. So, and then Barbie was the highest grossing movie of 2023, but Mario just announced as the most profitable. I mean, how can you not be the most profitable for Mario? Like, you can profit off of that before the movie even started, I feel like.
Yeah, merchandising, all sorts of marketing, like ploys, like, yeah. The fact, like, the studio made more money off that movie than Warner Brothers made off Barbie is really what it boils down to, even though Barbie grossed more. So it's a really interesting factoid that just came out. So,
well, and what helped them too, I feel like, is Super Mario Land was amazing. So, and then people went to go see Super Mario, and went to Super Mario Land on the same day. So that's really helped them a lot there too.
Yeah. Next up, Disney is supposedly going to be limiting Marvel's output in terms of how many projects they work on, limiting them to 2 shows a year and 2 movies, potentially 3 or something like that. So I think this is just a good decision. I think that they need to focus on quality over quantity for sure.
Exactly. Give me better quality movies instead of pumping out all of the movies that I'm not going to say aren't necessary, but are just like, oh, they did that movie, like kind of questioning yourselves. Like when they did Iron Man 2 or Iron Man 3, it was like, oh, Iron Man 3, that's cool. But like when they did the Marvels, when I saw it, I was like, oh, the Marvels, like they haven't even established anything yet.
Yeah. They've just been putting too much out. So I think reeling them in a little bit will hopefully help them build up their quality again.
Yeah, very true. And then a 47 meters down film is on the way. Is that the shark movie? I haven't seen any of them, so I can't say if they're good or not.
Yeah, apparently a 3rd one's coming out. They're somewhat profitable, and people seem to enjoy them. So we're getting a 3rd one. I believe it's going to be called The Wreck. So 47 meters down, The Wreck. The last one was Uncaged, I think, something like that. Yeah. So. Next up, the first Furiosa reactions are in, and they're calling it epic and a powerhouse. While it's not the same as Fury Road, it goes for a different tone and a different kind of story. Apparently, people are saying that doesn't matter because it's still really damn good.
Hey, that's what we love to hear. Doesn't have to be
not test screenings. These are like actual people who've seen the film and are the embargo has lifted on social media, and people can share their reactions, but not their full reviews yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a fun time at the movies to go see this. So I'm super excited and I can't wait.
Yeah, absolutely can't wait.
And then last is 28 years later. Oh yeah, 28 years later will be released on July 20th, 2025. I mean, it's about damn time.
Yes, and this is actually going to be from the original director of 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later, and the writer of Civil War and Ex Machina, Alex Garland, coming back to write, because he wrote the original, I believe. And this is actually the start of a new trilogy, so there will be 2 more movies coming after this that are by different directors and maybe different locations or different times. We don't know.
Good. Okay. I mean, still, if they do it in different locations and different times, that would be really cool to see how different, like how we're getting, no spoiler alert on the trailers today, but the Quiet Place Day 1 getting a different setting about what happens then is very intriguing.
Yeah, and if you're going to do somewhere else, hopefully somewhere that's not like, super well
Major
covered.
cities.
Like we don't need like a US one again. Like do something in like Africa or like Eastern Europe kind of a thing. I don't know. Like there's a lot of places you could take it for sure.
Do one in Russia. That would be cool.
Well, I mean they're already pretty devastated after everything going on, so I don't know if they need that as well. But that's it for the stories this week. Not too many stories going on this week, but some fun stuff. Let's go ahead and talk some comments here. Matt Wall says hello.
Hello, Matt.
Hello and welcome. Hope you're having a great day. Our good friend Eddie should be called 50 meters down, being the 3rd one. Well, it'd be 47, 40. It would be 49. Would be this one. Because 47.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
49.
Just round up.
Oh, round up. Yeah, there you go. That counts too. But alrighty, let's go ahead and jump into the next part where we're going to talk about the trailers that came out this week. Anything that stood out to you, Kevin?
Quiet Place stood out to me. I watched these right before we got on too. I don't really have sound on and I like skipping it so it doesn't show too much, but Quiet Place looks good. Despicable Me 4 looks just like a fun time. I don't know why. It's like it's unnecessary that they're making a 4th one, but it just looks kiddie and fun. Twisters looks interesting. I have to watch the first one, but it looks all right. And then In a Violent Nature I watched, and that one looked very good for me.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think Twisters looks like it's going to be just a fun disaster kind of movie, and we definitely need more of those. I think we've been lacking those for a while. When we get a lot of bad ones with Roland Emmerich, but I want to see some, some good ones. Yeah, I don't think Despicable Me 4 needs to exist. It's the only movie I think that I'm dreading having to go watch. So that's kind of fun. I do think that In a Violent Nature is probably one of the best trailers of the week, in my opinion, but also Handling the Undead.
I watched that one too. I forgot to mention that, and that looks very interesting.
It's not your typical kind of zombie movie, and I'm like really looking forward to that. It's more so about like reconnecting with your loved ones that have come back from the dead. It looks like a very different kind of movie.
What language is it in?
I believe it is either Danish or Norwegian.
Okay.
Because it's the same writer as Let the Right One In.
Oh, okay.
So I don't remember where Let the Right One In's from, but it should be that same language.
Okay.
But yeah, very excited about that one. But I would say most excited for In a Violent Nature, especially because of all the kind of the hype going on right now, for sure. All righty. Let's go ahead and let's talk about the movies we watched this week, Kevin. I do have a couple more kind of recreational viewings. So I guess I can just kind of go through my 3 first, and then we can do our shorts that we got assigned last week, and then our full films.
I like in the thing, I'm all capitalized. It's like I need to watch more reviews. It's funny.
Oh, I was like, what are you talking about? Alrighty, so up first for me, I watched Crank from 2006 with Jason Statham,
baby.
Which I think this movie has a really fun premise. Which, I mean, the idea that you take a toxin that is like slowly poisoning your heart, so you have to keep your adrenaline and your heart rate up so that it keeps the poison out, is really fun. However, this movie is just horribly ugly. It is so, like, the actual experience of watching this movie is not fun. Like, it's just like sure, it's frenetically paced, it's fast, right? But like the editing is awful. Like the cinematography is like whoever was holding the camera clearly wanted you to see everything except for the action. Like it's just not pleasant to look at. But I can't deny that I did have fun with the movie, even as glaringly misogynistic as it is. Well, it's I still can't deny I smiled a couple times.
Were the edits like fast cut edits too?
Yes.
Oh, I hate those.
The worst. These are the same directors that did Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance, and I hated that movie as well.
Oh, okay.
But the sequel is definitely not as good as the first one. Crank 2 High Voltage, which is funny. I actually like the premise here more. Where I feel like there's a lot more comedy you can do, where he's like trying to it's a direct sequel from the first one. His heart is stolen because they think it's like a Superman heart, and they give him a pacemaker, and it's like a temporary battery, and he has to keep charging himself. So like he goes up to like car batteries and tasers, and like there's some fun stuff there. But this movie's only 10 minutes longer. It's still like an hour and a half, and it feels way too long. Like it's really annoyingly long. It's the same annoying amount of how it's shot. It's uglier. It feels cheaper sometimes too. But apparently the story is that the directors did not want to make this movie, and so wrote it as like crazy as possible. They wrote the most insane script they possibly could to make sure that it wouldn't get made. And the studio still were like, "Yeah, let's do it."
Here you go. Here's some money.
There is a level of fun. I would say like there are people who will enjoy this movie far more than I did. I think for me, it's the technical part of it. I think it just is very, very ugly, and it's just way too hard style over substance. Both of them are like complete style over, more so than Zack Snyder, for sure, which is hard. But this still isn't. I mean, I would still rather watch these again than any of the Rebel Moon movies for sure.
Okay.
But and then before we kind of get into our kind of assignments for the week, I also watched another 0 out of 100 this week, and that is Cry Wilderness, a movie that's so much more interested in showing you nature footage and just whimsical things of animals out in nature instead of presenting an actual cohesive story or characters that you care about. This is not the only movie this week where there was a child in the movie where I absolutely wanted to punch them in the face. This movie is awful. I did watch it as a part of Mystery Science Theater. It's one of the movies that they covered on the show. And you do see pretty much all the movies, so I do count it as a full review. It's just terrible. Don't watch this movie. It's not competently made. It's just not a fun time. Mystery Science Theater makes it fun. That's the way I would say to watch it.
I was gonna ask, did you watch the Mystery Science Theater then? And then
yes, that's what I did.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. But let's get into the one movie that you watched this week outside the assignments.
Yes, just one. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I'm just getting ready. I might be seeing it soon. No, maybe next week. For Kingdom. That's what it is. So next is going to be War, but Dawn of the Planet of the Apes was fantastic. You get so much emotion from these apes and Caesar and Koba, and this CG is amazing in this movie. Like, I'm trying to find flaws in this, but there's like dirt on hair that you're like, oh my gosh, they put like a speck of dirt just to be there. It doesn't need to be there. And then the skin is flawless, the hair's flawless, and then they give so much emotion to like not real apes, which is amazing. And you can see it on their facial expressions and everything like that. So, I mean, I can't wait to watch War, and then I can't wait to watch Kingdom, because I heard Kingdom even has better CG than this. So, I can't wait.
Well, there you go. Let's go ahead and step into the two. Each of us got 2 animated shorts last week that were all Looney Tunes from our good friend Joey. So I'll go ahead and talk about my 2 first. First, I had From Hair to Air. This one was a pretty, perfectly ordinary and standard Looney Tunes cartoon. It didn't feel like it was doing anything super special or anything super negative. I think it's funny in a really nice, familiar, nostalgic kind of a way. It's animated well. And the idea of it's funny. The fact that, Bugs Bunny is going to this mansion of an aristocrat played by Yosemite Sam. And every time he gets angry, which Yosemite Sam does all the time, he deducts money that's being awarded to him by the government. It's really funny. Like, that idea raises up a few points. Definitely a fun little short. After that, I watched the other one, Hollywood Steps Out, which is about kind of a nice dinner club during the 40s, where all these huge Hollywood stars of the time, all these caricatures and jokes about them. In that, there's a lot of obscure jokes and references to things that I don't really know yet, because I'm not too up to date on my history of the time. But it's still a lot of fun to watch. The animation feels like a higher quality than normal, and I really think that we need something done like this today. Hopefully that would be really funny.
Was this a Looney Tunes one, or is this just
yes.
Oh, it was. Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like, your Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck kind of Looney Tunes, but it is like the same animation studio.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Let's get into the 2 that you checked out. So first up.
First one, My Favorite Duck. Really funny to see Porky the Pig trying to kill, because it's duck season. Is it Daffy? Yes, it is Daffy. Daffy Duck, and these cartoons just bring back memories and how good they were and animated well, even for mine was only 7 minutes, 2 of my episodes, so it was amazing just to have those 7 minutes of just childhood memories to be unlocked. So I gave it a 90 out of 100.
Okay.
And then the next one was Showbiz Bugs. It was good. It was performance-wise good. Nothing spectacular, but still really nostalgic. Some people could get a little butthurt about it because they're not clapping for the black duck, but they're clapping for the white bunny. So that's what I kind of got from it, was like, ooh, this wouldn't fly today when I'm trying to watch these two, because of what happens. They're always supporting the white duck, or the white bunny, and not the black duck. So, but it's don't look at it that way. It was a different time.
Sure. Alrighty, well, let's go ahead and get into the feature films that were selected this week. And boy, oh boy, let's talk about The Problem Child. I hated this movie. I gave it 2 points out of 100. And both of those 2 points go to Mr. John Ritter, who I've never seen in any film before. And I think that in this movie, he's just relentlessly positive and just tries to make the best out of everything. He's the best part of the movie. So the movie gets 2 points. Nothing else in this movie is worth anything. I've never wanted to physically assault a child more so than this movie. I already hate children. I do not like children, never want to have them. This movie is reinforces that to an intense. I could not stand this movie. Not a 0 out of 100, because again, John Ritter was actually kind of fun to watch. Other than that, no. Nothing. God, I'm literally like, I pay for Letterboxd like patron status, so I see the featured image that they have for Problem Child, and I'm looking at my review, and it's just the dumbass kid in his little demon costume, and it's pissing me off. I'm gonna go ahead and click X. But the other movie I'm going to talk about more is The 100-Foot Journey, which was also suggested in One last week, and I think this movie is kind of a formulaic feel-good drama with a little bits of comedy here and there, but it worked for me just because of the different subtle differences that it had about an Indian family who moves to France and opens up a restaurant right across the street from a Michelin star French restaurant, and kind of the battles that they have, but then eventually how they make each other better and make their entire community better. It's a feel-good film. I don't think it's as good as Chef, which I watched last week, which actually came out the same year, and it's kind of the same topic. Chef is definitely the better film about finding your passion and kind of making everyone better, but this one's fine. You know, if you can get it for free, because I had to rent it, but if you can get it for free on like a streaming network, I would say it's totally worth a watch.
Nice.
It put a crack into my black heart. Like it made me smile a little bit. The day before, I had just witnessed one of the worst movies I had seen in a long time with, and I'm saying that after watching Cry Wilderness. Problem Child just made me hate so much. I needed a movie like this, and so that's why I got a high score.
Okay. Well, I watched The Other Woman, which is about a revenge girls. What is a chick flick kind of deal? This is way better than Anyone But You, so please go watch this one and support this one much better than the other one, because I mean Cameron Diaz is in it, and I don't know the wife of. I forget the wife's name, but she's really funny in this movie. She's like the kind of like dumb-witted one that hasn't been cheated on and then gets cheated on and doesn't know what to do. It's really funny. You should go watch this one.
Leslie Mann.
Yeah. So she's really funny in this, and it's just a revenge film. You don't take it seriously, but there's some funny parts in it that I saw myself cracking up about. Sure. And then I went to Near Dark, which was a vampire movie made out in the middle of nowhere. That's what I would suggest this as. And I think Matt commented that he liked this movie. I am so sorry, Matt. This main character is the boringest main character I have ever had to witness on a screen. He has no emotions in this entire thing. And, you know, it's cool how there's like shootouts and the sun touches them. But in one of the shootouts, the sun is completely on them and they're not burning at all. So it's like there's some miscues in there. It was just an okay movie. If you like it, I do apologize, but it was not for me.
And there you have it, everyone. Those are all the movies we covered this week. So if you want to check out any of those reviews and more, you can go ahead and check them all out here at our letterbox. It's right beneath our faces for anything else that you'd like to see or learn. Let's go ahead and see here. We got quite a few comments. Quiet Place prequel. Feel it is not needed. Sometimes the mystery is all you need. Trailer didn't do it for me. Totally fair. We'll have to wait and see when the movie comes out if it's going to be worth your time. Last trailer that came out for A Quiet Place Day One kind of didn't do it for me. I'm hoping the movie is good. Seems like to be the consensus.
I mean, but maybe they're not showing, like, some trailers show too much. What if they're just showing just enough? So that's what I'm hoping.
Let's see here. I got quite a few comments going back and forth.
Oh, man.
Let's see here. Sorry, Garrett, for Problem Child. Hey. It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
Literally, you know, the way I look at it, right, with watching movies is you do have to eat the things that you or try when it's like trying new food. You know, you don't know what you don't like if you don't try it. Right?
Exactly.
You know, you got to see the bad to appreciate the good.
Nadia.
Nadia Problem Child is my middle name.
No, it's not, but yeah, we can say it is.
And yet, Problem Child got a sequel and a cartoon show.
Oh, yeah. Garrett. Yeah. The wheel is coming up. If you do want to suggest it, please do.
Please don't. You guys ready for Universal in 2 days? Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Can't wait.
Cannot wait.
I have to go get the gas and stuff, but yeah.
I honestly forget Universal has a park out there. I think it's one in Florida. You mean the one where the actual Universal studio is? Like the first one.
Mm-hmm.
It's always funny because everyone always forgets that most of the parks definitely are start out here,
Mm-hmm.
and
But
they're
but
I'm
they're
not gonna say they're
bigger
better
in
out here.
Florida. That's the thing. Like
They have more space in Florida for sure, but
that's true. Yeah,
like,
in California, it's like here's 1 acre for $3 billion. Florida's like here's an acre for 1,000. Good luck.
But the thing is though, like these are the originals, so there is like a heart and a soul to them that I think is definitely lacking in Florida ones. But that's just things that I haven't been to the Florida ones, so I can't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Florida, babe. That's the only time I've ever seen someone praise Florida. Congratulations, Eddie. Nah, Kevin, you're good. I will admit that Caleb is Captain Vanilla, and you would like to know more about the vampires, especially Homer and Hooker. You're talking about Near Dark.
Oh, I don't remember any of them. Hold on.
Well, movie clearly made an impression on Kevin.
Homer. Who's Homer? Oh, Homer's a young person. What was the question? You'd like to know more? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, because he's the youngest one out of the two, but technically he's the oldest one out of everybody in there. And then who's Hooker? Oh, Hooker's just a savage person. Yeah, I mean, they were okay. I mean, they would have been the best main character on this than Caleb. So I would have liked to see that. Yeah.
And just to go back for Joey on Moonlight Pay. I did not skip. I was waiting for the opportune moment. Alrighty, let's go ahead and into the next one. Let's go ahead and talk box office.
Yeah. So Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, no surprise here at number 1 with 56.5 million. Fall Guys still coming in at second, which doesn't surprise me. 13.7. Challenger at 4.7. And hey, Tarot is still on the top 5 there with 3.5. Godzilla vs. Kong is still here for some weird reason, but 2.5 mil.
Yeah, as even as much as I did not like Tarot, and I know you were more lukewarm on it, like the movie tripled its budget in 10 days. Yeah. So I mean, for directors making their first time feature film, that must feel really good.
Oh yeah.
And again, even though I didn't like the movie, congratulations for doing that. Like that's a huge achievement.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, and it's not like the characters you didn't like as well, but
what characters
exactly? But like the demons or the tarot cards, man, those things were so cool.
Well, they just should have been in the movie more. Alrighty, that's it for the box this week. Actually, kind of surprising is Fall Guy really stumbling in its second
fell.
week. Yeah, it really fell. Really surprising because I thought that was going to be like a crowd pleaser for sure. So clearly they were banking on star power, and that just didn't bring anything in.
Nope.
But let's go ahead and get some comments here. Yay. There you go. You're right, Garrett, with the Hollywood being the OG and having a leg up on Orlando, I agree. It's the Universal Studios. But Orlando has way more to experience in doing immersion. 100%. Like, that's like, each one has its benefits and its and its negatives, right? You know, you got the original here in California. 100%. Like, it's got the heart and soul. It's the actual working studio. The way that it's laid out is much more interesting. You were there with us last year, so like the stairs and the big walkways going down, it's very different. And it feels like the Hollywood Hills. Whereas, you know, Florida, you have more space. You've got Epic Universe opening up next year. You've got all these bigger rides and more attractions. It's just fantastic. Downside to California, it's in LA. There's traffic like crazy, limited space. And with the functioning studio, you get your, like, if they close more of the studio, you could open up more room for more rides and stuff. But, you know, that's not where they're making their money. And the downside to, you know, Orlando is it's in Florida. That's the biggest downside. So
you can always say that to Disney parks as well. With
it's the exact same thing as Disney.
It's exact same thing, but it's like we're grateful that we get to go to these parks a lot more times than some other people. And
grateful we have anything. Like there are places that don't have any theme parks at all. So,
but it's like it's crazy that like 99 we go to Disneyland a lot more. but I'm not going to say like I'm getting I'm not going to say I'm getting tired of it, but it's the same thing every time. So when we go to Orlando eventually, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, but then you have to go to Florida. So
I'll
say sorry now for you.
You're not going to live there though. You're just visiting. So
and Epic Universe next year makes 4 theme parks in Universe. Makes 3. Unless you're talking about the water park.
I think he is.
Well, if you're talking about the water park, then yeah. Alrighty, let's go ahead and talk about the movies that are coming out this week, the ones that you can see in theaters. And up first is If. A young girl who goes through a difficult experience begins to see everyone's imaginary friends who have been left behind as their real-life friends have grown up. This just looks like a feel-good family movie from the director of A Quiet Place, so that's fun. Obviously, John Krasinski from The Office and several other projects. This one's been getting a lot of press and a lot of hype. Obviously, Ryan Reynolds is in it, so if you're going to go see it, go right ahead. Looks like it should be at least a fun time. Maybe not a great one, but a fun one.
Fun one, yeah.
After that is The Strangers, Chapter 1. After their car breaks down in an eerie small town, a young couple is forced to spend the night in a remote cabin. Panic ensues as they are terrorized by 3 masked strangers who strike with no mercy and seemingly no motive. Of course, this is a reimagining of the Strangers film, so I really like the first one, so hopefully this is at least somewhere near it. So.
See, Donnie and I were talking about this, but it's like, will we go see this in theaters? And we're debating, like, we're 50-50 right now because it's a reimagining, so we kind of know what's happening, but there's already like a line that has been changed in the movie that we think because it's in the trailers, and it's I don't know, it's not sitting well with us that we want to go see this. But
it's also the first of a trilogy though, so it might be a completely different arc that they go for.
That's true. So Chapter 2 and 3 we might be more excited for.
Yeah, we'll see. After that is Back to Black, the life and music of Amy Winehouse through the journey of adolescence to adulthood and the creation of one of the best-selling albums of our time. So if you're into the story of Amy Winehouse and her music, this sounds like it's going to be a movie to go to. And after that is the movie The Blue Angels, which is an IMAX exclusive film, kind of like the one that I saw a couple weeks ago with like the space telescope. This is being brought to us by J.J. Abrams and Glenn Powell. So, yeah, if you're interested to go see this in theaters, it follows the veterans and newest class of Navy and Marine Corps Flight Squadron as they go through intense training into a season of heart-stopping aerial artistry. So
it's so cool what they do. Have you seen like clips of Blue Angels and stuff?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I've seen the trailer. I've seen what they do.
So cool.
It's not something I know. I think I would never like go pay to see them in real life. It's just not like that interesting. But like the clips are certainly fantastic.
Yeah,
for sure. But that is going to be it for the movies that are coming out this weekend. Volcano Bay. Okay, sure. Definitely made sense on that one. Kind of want to watch the Blue Angels movie, then go right ahead. It should be in every IMAX theater like earlier in the day.
Yeah, and if you miss it, Matt, it's going to be on Amazon Video the next week. So next week.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah, so if you can't get to it, just stream it. It'll probably still won't be IMAX worthy, but still probably be fun.
R.I.P. Amy Winehouse. And then who's Amy Winehouse? It's actually Kevin's. Because it's the wrong use of who instead of who is. It's whose. That made the joke. It was a grammar joke. Amy Winehouse was a pop singer, kind of like British rock kind of pop, I believe. I don't know. I never listened to her, so I don't know anything of her. But I know the name and I know what she looks like. Alrighty. But of course, as we change the music, you know what time it is. It is time for our favorite part of the night, which is, of course, the Wheel of Fate. And as we said last week, any movie that was kind of mentioned or highlighted last week has stayed on here. So if you have submitted movies before, please do not give them to us again because they will be on here as well. So hopefully you've all thought of movies that you want to add and have a nice little list of them ready to go. And remember, Joey, you are definitely not on the ballot to add more shorts for sure this week. Nice. Batman, Mask of the Phantasm. It's actually funny when Kevin watched that. I told him he should watch Master of the Phantasm after watching Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
Kubo and the Two Strings. I love that movie.
Yep.
Oculus, pretty good one from what I've heard. Night of the Living Dead. That's the 90s one? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Joey, you can submit one movie. Yeah, totally. 30 Days of Night. Also, you know what? You can do two. If you want to do two, go right ahead. Just no more shorts, please. We got way too many. 30 Days of Night. Vampire Hunter. Sorry, there's no spaces, so I don't know where the end of some of those titles are. Hunter, Bloodlust, The Rocketeer, Sky High. Damn.
Oh man.
I hate when that happens. And then Lost in Space, the 90s remake. Interesting. This wheel's gonna get so crowded. Dustin checks in. Alrighty. I skipped yours? I didn't skip yours, not yet.
No, you read Joey's.
Oh, I was just reading it ahead of time.
Yeah.
A Serbian film. God damn. Alrighty, we're putting a hard hitter on here. I haven't seen it, so that'll be really fun if I get that. I did. Sorry about that. Falling Down. There you go. Alrighty. Come on, any more? Nadia, Eddie, Joey. I said you could do two if you want, Joey. Matt Walls, thank you for bringing a list this week. Really appreciate that. Anyone else? We have 67 movies on the entry list right now. That's nuts.
Well, a lot of them are shorts, so
it's true. A lot of them are shorts, but that's okay. Pray that you don't get a Serbian film, Garrett or Kevin. Hey, I'm good on it. I don't care. I have a list of like the most disturbing films of all time, and I do want to watch it. You're also talking to a person who owns Solo or 120 Days of Sodom, so because I actually found it, which was interesting. Mars Attacks. I've reviewed that one. I don't know if Kevin has.
I don't think I have, but I like it. So
we'll put your name next to it, Kevin, because I know for a fact that I reviewed that one.
Okay, I came prepared. I'm all in on
21 Red. I love it. Oops. All in on 21 Red. There's actually a really nice strategy to playing roulette, which maybe I will share at the end. But alrighty, anyone, we'll give it another minute. Any other suggestions? Now is the time to get them in. Go ahead and get them in. Do you know what your movie is going to be, Kevin, if it lands on your choice for me?
Yes.
Okay. I like it.
Do you
I have no idea what I'm going to do for yours. Alrighty. Anything else? Amber Alert. Never heard of that.
Oh, that one's good. Sorry.
Well, if you say so. Amber Alert. Solaris. Oh, that's not the original one, but Solaris. Nice. I'm trying to remember who did the original one. That's going to bug me. It's the Russian director. It's a sci-fi movie. The original one, and then it was remade by Steven Soderbergh. About a psychologist sent out to space. Yeah, it's actually, I think Solaris is going to be on our list for movie club at some point.
Nadia said
The Call. Alrighty, we'll go ahead and cut it off there. No more. Yeah, Russian director. Thanks, Matt. Tarkovsky. Alrighty, let's go ahead. Kevin, I think I went first last week.
Yeah.
So we'll go have you go first. Are you ready?
Yeah, and if we get a short, we're gonna do two shorts. If we get shorts,
if we get shorts, you get two shorts.
And then, do you want to do two movies still? Because I'm down for that.
What do you want to do? Because I know we're gonna be a little busy this week. So,
I mean, I can watch my two movies today and tomorrow.
I can do it. I can do two as well.
Cool. Right. Let's do.
Alrighty, let's go ahead, Kevin. Your first spin. Are you nervous? Are you ready? Are you excited?
I'm excited because I like watching.
Not looking.
What's that?
The Stupor Salesman. Let me go ahead and double check. I believe that is a short.
Short, yeah. It's probably the Thuckatash because it's super.
Yes, that is a Daffy Duck short.
Yep.
So let me go ahead and write that onto the list here for you.
Okay. Give me another one. Putting more money in. Give me another one. This is
because we alternated. So, all right, let's go ahead. Kevin, let's see if we can get you a feature film.
Which one's this
Return of
one?
the Living Dead.
Is this the 90s?
Return of the Living Dead is I'm guessing it's the first one. So that would be 1985.
Okay. I have not seen it, so.
Alrighty, I believe that was a Nadia selection, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so.
Unless someone else did it. I don't have the records from last week, so. Which version of Return? It looks like there's only there's 2 sequels to that one.
And I haven't reviewed the other ones.
Part 2, Part 3, Return of the Living Dead, Rave to the Grave, and then Necropolis. Yeah. So there's. I'm guessing it's the first one.
Nadi says the 80s one.
Yeah, the 80s one. Okay, so the original.
Okay.
So 1985.
Cool.
Alrighty. My first spin is. Let's hope we can get a feature film here. Yes, I was actually looking forward to this one. Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
Is this the older Star Trek movies?
Yes, this is the original.
The original. Okay.
Like the first one. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll probably watch the original and the director's version just because I want to know what the difference is. Alrighty. Return of the Living Dead wasn't me. Sorry, Matt. Alrighty, Kevin, your second one. And that's a win for Matt Walls, the Rocketeer.
Oh, real? Oh, I thought that was a short.
No, that is a full film, my friend.
What?
Same director as Jurassic Park 3. I didn't know if anyone
Oh,
knew
I've
that.
seen it. Not seen this, but I know that picture.
I don't have a soundboard on here, so I can't send a round of applause for Matt. But congratulations, Matt, on your first victory.
Matt.
Okay, Matt, you can say fuck. It's fine. Pigs in a Polka. I think I know what that short is, but
Do you want me to do it?
Well, let me double check. I definitely haven't reviewed it. So let me see here.
Oh yeah, he got 2 for 2. Nice. He put it all on. He put it all on red 21.
That is the one I'm thinking of. I haven't reviewed it, but I do really like that short. Alrighty, that is a short for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and spin again.
Are you looking for a short? Or no, you're looking for another movie.
I need another feature film.
Yeah. Kubo. I think you have reviewed.
I've already reviewed Kubo and 2 Strings.
So. I have not. You can leave.
Unfortunately, I cannot do that one. So I'll put Kevin's name next to that one.
Wait, Matt won again.
I did win again. I did give Kubo and the 2 Strings in '94. I think that film is fantastic.
Oh,
definitely. I think it's one of Leica's best films for sure. All right, that's 3 for 3 for Matt Walls.
Yeah, can he go 4 for 4 here?
Village of the Damned. That's a Nadia.
Nadia. Yep.
Alrighty.
Wait, we got 2 Matt and 2 Nadia. Wait, right? No.
2 Matt, 2 Nadia.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Interesting.
Sorry there, Matt. Well, hey, there's still a chance for Kevin to win it. Because Kevin has not reviewed it.
Oh, yeah.
For Kubo.
Oh, but, yeah.
Do you want to spin again to see if you get another short?
Yeah. Because you got 2 shorts, right?
I got 1.
Oh, yeah. Let's see if we can get 2 shorts. Because those are very, very easy to watch. Oh, man. The dogs are outside barking.
Well, I'm glad it's not a feature film one, because that would have been a really bad one.
Hey, you know what? What if it was good to me, though?
How do you
Never
like
know.
your Scientology propaganda, Kevin?
Don't be it again. Okay.
I don't
It
know.
looks like it was very close to being one.
Mm-hmm.
God, I love that audio commentary in the background. The guy just yelling.
Drive.
Ice Station Zebra?
That's a movie.
Is it? I think it is.
I believe so.
Yeah, that's a movie. Okay.
Matt Walls, what is that emoji? I don't even
Looks
know
like
what
fireworks.
this is. Oh, that's the Ferris wheel. Yeah, they're fireworks, but it looks like a Ferris wheel. American Sniper.
Yeah, it's my favorite Looney Tunes short.
I was just gonna say.
If we don't get a short for you in the next one, we'll just do one each.
Is that a short? Yeah. No, that's Justin
Nope.
Jackson got twice.
Okay. I'll give it one more shuffle. If you don't get one on this one, we will.
Dude,
Oh, Matt, this is
4.
Matt's day.
I'll do
Alright,
plain.
let's say
Joe.
you got plain Daffy is what you got.
Yeah. Was that Matt's too?
No, plain Daffy is Joey.
I know, Nadia. Dustin got it twice, and we're not gonna review it. Matt was 4 for 4. Dustin got picked twice.
Hey, the wheel giveth and the wheel taketh away.
Mm-hmm.
Daffy Doodles. There we go. That is mine. Alrighty, everyone. That is it for the Wheel of Fate this week. Hope you all had a great time. Well, hey, Matt and Nadia had a great time because we had 1 and 1 for each of them. So, alrighty. Thank you, everyone, for submitting those. Can't wait to see what comes up next week. It is a World War II short. Actually, hold on.
Is it plain
Is that
Daffy?
one I've already seen? No, Daffy Doodles I haven't seen. I'm talking about yours, plain Daffy.
Yeah. Mine.
Plain Daffy's a World War II one.
Are we gonna? Oh no, that's a Disney one. Thought we were gonna see the
The Donald Duck one.
I really want to watch that just to see it.
Yeah, plain Daffy's a World War II. For some reason, I thought Doodles because I was thinking like Yankee Doodle, but it's definitely not that. Alrighty, well, that's it for the Wheel of Fate. That's going to bring us to our fun kind of section. What have you, everyone? If you have any questions, anything you want to talk about, go ahead and put those in the comment section down below. Now is the time. Anything you specifically want to talk about, any topics, questions, anything you got, or if you just want to say, Garrett, Kevin, you're wrong about X, Y, or Z, go ahead.
We'll debate.
But
I'm a good master debater.
But Kevin, what have you been watching or playing? I mean, you mentioned Fallout.
Yes, I finished Fallout last week. I forgot to mention it because I finished it at the beginning of the week after like after the cast. But man, that was a freaking great franchise.
Show you
like whatever it's called. It's going to be a franchise.
Well, it already is. So.
But yeah, oh my gosh, like the visuals in that make like some movies that come out make it look like piss water, like the movie Piss Water, the other way around. Yeah, like they put so much detail into everything. It was great.
It still drives me nuts. I was watching an interview with Todd Howard from Bethesda, and he was talking about how much care and attention they put into the set for Fallout. He was literally sitting at the overseer's desk, and he just picked up the papers that were on the desk. And like papers would just be blank or have like, random letters on it. They were all filled with information about power consumption of the vault and like the health status of people. So it was like everything was written out in detail, just like they would do in the games.
Cool. Yeah,
which is just fantastic. But that's all you've been watching, all you've been playing.
Yeah, basically been watching that. Hockey's still on, so I'm watching the playoffs. I'm thinking, am I watching anything else? Oh, we're watching Them. Started on season 2. And it's already better than American Horror Stories Delinquent or whatever, Delicate. Already, that whole season was horrible for me. But this one is fantastic. Okay. So skip Delicate and watch Them. It is much better. So
all right. As for me, I was talking to Kevin right before the show on this. I have become obsessed with Welcome to Wrexham, which is the show about Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney buying the Wrexham Football Club in Wales. And it's fantastic. I watched the entire first season in the last 24 hours, and I just can't get enough of it.
I have to check that out because I heard it's really good too.
It is really good, and it's not just Ryan. Oh, here's Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney in Wales being crazy. No, it is like they are a minor part of it. Like, it is mostly about the team and the community and how much of an impact it's having.
I like when it shows like the community around it, because when it first happened, Ryan Reynolds was like, yeah, we didn't think we were gonna be this big, and then it happened and everybody was like on top of it, and he's like, this is great. So
yeah, and I love how the first episode of season 2 was like all the people from the community, like the tavern owner who's right next door, and some other people who are like local celebrities now because of the show, which is it's fantastic. And then also, one of my favorite recent shows, Smiling Friends, is back for season 2, which just started last night. So 2 episodes came out. Great as ever.
What's Smiling Friends?
Smiling Friends is brought to us by Zach Hadel and Michael Cusack. Zach Hadel's was what's his name? Psychic Pebbles on YouTube. And they have their own animated show. And it's one of the best shows that Adult Swim's ever done. So just completely off the wall, absurd comedy. Super fast. So Matt Walls been playing Minecraft.
I haven't played Minecraft in ages. I feel like
Minecraft is one of those games you play it at least once a year. You just go back to it for a couple of days and you enjoy it, and then you leave it alone. Garrett, Kevin, you're both wrong at XY and mostly Z.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I definitely focus on beginning and middle of the alphabet. So I will admit. Joey, once June hits, am I out of shorts jail and I can submit it again? Yeah, I would just say submit like a reduced number, like maybe 5 or 6 instead of like 20 or whatever it was.
Because Joey, I like watching the shorts. It was just, it was a lot the first time we got them. I would also say too,
like, if anyone else has more, like, please let us know. But also like, maybe if you can also do some, like, if you know any Disney ones or any like Hanna-Barbera ones or anything that's like outside of the Sony things. Matt Wall is doing June Part 2 tomorrow on Blu-ray. I didn't want that tomorrow. I will order the 4K on Amazon tonight.
Nice.
I am VHS hunting tomorrow into VHS a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have much room for VHSs, but when Nadia and I go, we always look for VHSs on like old school VHSs. And oh man, I remember the Nickelodeon VHSs where they were orange. So cool.
I'm trying to remember like any like the special Blu-rays I have. Or no, sorry, VHSs. I know I have a sealed copy. I've sealed VHSs of Batman Returns and what's it called? Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which I'm very proud of that one. I've got all the Naked Guns. I've got a lot of the white clamshell Disney ones. So I've got it. They're all in storage because I don't have a VCR player because I can't find one. But they're all in storage right now.
Okay.
It's honestly a shock, Garrett, as you don't really watch shows. I know. I don't watch TV shows at all, really. I mean, except for like Fallout or the Star Wars ones, because like I really enjoy those. But like, yeah, I don't watch shows ever. And the fact that I'm like obsessed with Welcome to Wrexham right now is huge. So, Kevin Water Rex.
I will look. Water's going in Rex. Yeah, I already did it today, but I mean, not. Yeah, I did it today.
I will mix it up for the short selection. I just wanted to exploit it this one time. Hey, you know what? It's given us some good stuff, so never be afraid of that. Was the Roger River from that one unit in Lake Forest? That's going to sound like complete gibberish to anyone out there except for me and Joey. Yes, it is.
I know that one too.
Gents, stay sexy. Nighty night, y'all. Nighty night.
Bye, Eddie.
Hope you have a fantastic night and a fantastic week. Well, alrighty, everyone. That's going to be it for this week. Not a whole lot of stuff going on. We had a great little Wheel of Fate section there, but
yep.
Do the Disney clamshell cases still have a black triangle on them? They're supposed to be worth money. I don't know. I don't have them with me, so I can't honestly check. The only one that I know is worth money, my family does own it, but my family won't let me have it because it's worth money.
What is it?
The Little Mermaid one with the giant dick tower in the background.
Huh?
It's literally just a giant penis against one of the towers. God. It's fantastic, and we literally have it at my parents' house. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I was talking to my mom. I was like, can I put this in my movie collection? Like, it'd be really cool. And she's like, no. because it's worth money and you'll sell it. And I'm like, no, I won't. Like, anyhow.
They should have it framed and put it in
Right?
their house somewhere.
That's what I would do. Hell, just draw like a big Sharpie circle around where the dick is.
Yeah.
Was it a triangle? I thought it was a diamond. It's one of the two. It's something. It's like the
I thought
Black
it was a
Diamond
black
collection or
diamond.
something.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but I have one or two of them that have that. I also have a sealed Black Cauldron white clamshell, so that's cool.
Underrated movie.
Definitely not like an amazing movie, but it is underrated for sure. Definitely
Mhm.
caused Disney some trouble. But
Wait, why?
Because it was like darker than they had really made before, and didn't
Oh.
really. It was kind of like what happened with Atlantis and Treasure Planet, where it was kind of a box office bomb for them.
God,
And
those
didn't bring
movies
in
are
what they
so
wanted.
Good, though.
They are. They really
So
are.
good.
Atlantis is like S tier Disney, and I will fight whoever thinks otherwise. That movie is not. I'm not saying it's flawless, but it's like it's up there.
Well, art design and original IP, it's amazing.
Yes, and it deserves a live action version.
Oh yeah,
100%. And I was looking at some like casting. I still think that Tom Holland would be a great cast for Milo in that movie.
Yep.
But if they went older, Andrew Garfield could do it too.
Oh yeah, Andrew could really play the shit out of Milo.
Yup. Anyhow, everyone, thank you so much for watching. We got another comment here, though. Producer also walked into the editing room and ripped 12 minutes of the movie. Wow. For Black Cauldron? Or for Atlantis?
Hopefully not Atlantis,
Yeah, I hope not.
because we
One of my
missed
favorites.
12 minutes of the movie then.
We also missed the intro for Atlantis, too, I think. Parts of it.
Mhm.
Black Cauldron. Okay.
Okay.
But, alrighty, everyone. Well, thank you so much for watching. We have a new movie club coming out this week where we discuss The Sixth Sense, which is obviously a classic suspense thriller. So be on the lookout for that. And then next week, we got another really fun one. So can't wait to talk about it. And then, as always, we're live every single Monday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So make sure to join us as you normally would. And that's about it. So next week, we'll have a little bit of a rundown for Universal for you, which will be kind of fun because we're going to see the 60th anniversary of the tram tour. And it's been, I haven't been on that tram tour since before the backlot fire in 2008.
Oh man. Oh, you're gonna love it then.
I can't wait. So anyhow, everyone, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you at the same time, same place next week. And until then, keep those eyes on the screen. Have a good one, everyone.